Let's go, it's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show.
The story of Crysis 2 is basically aliens are fucking up New York. And us, well, we don't like that, of course. I mean, I wouldn't like an alien fucking up my house or my home. So what do? We fight back. And the little twist on the game is we're not just regular soldiers fighting aliens. We have this nano suit, which is basically, in lamest terms, you basically become Spider-Man / the Flash. You're and the Predator mixed in. Actually, to be honest, you're almost like a Predator from the Predator movies, not Predator as in hunting your little children. And overall, it works really well. But the story itself isn't all that interesting. It actually, in my opinion, drags a bit. Actually, a lot. Once again, you're introduced to your main character, and he has no voice. Lame. All the secondary characters, nobody's really that interesting. And the main story is stopping the alien invasion. And actually, a good portion of the game is running away and evacuating. So you don't even feel like you're really battling the aliens to the very end. So overall, I really didn't feel the story was up to par with the rest of the game. There are some really cool set pieces. The voice acting for the most part is pretty cool. And the idea that we're getting invaded is pretty cool. But it just doesn't execute it properly.
Oh wait! They're coming! The whole building's dropping! We go down! Oh, dead! The fuck are you doing? Stop the car! Son of a bitch!
The graphics are phenomenal. There's no other word for these graphics but phenomenal. True, there's a few glitches here and there, but overall these graphics are, and I will say this with every ounce of me, this is the truth. Oh, help me, the fake god out there. These graphics are the best graphics on the current gen system. Are they the best in terms of art design? That's for you to decide. I liked it enough to give the graphics section a 10. They're phenomenal. They're amazing, and it proves that the consoles can still be pushed further. For me, the gameplay basically mixes a lot of what we've seen in the genre and kind of amplifies it. The feel of the game, similar to other shooters, you basically, pick up your weapon, shoot the bad guys. Same old with shooters. They wanted to do a little different, so think of basically the perks from Halo or loadouts, whatever they're called. And point is basically you're this superhuman creature. You can turn invisible, you can run super fast, you have super strength, and you can turn into basically this steel form and take a bunch of damage. So overall, all these gameplay elements mix it to make each and every encounter with the bad guys, whether they're alien or human, very different. And my personal favorite thing about the game is that in single player, they give you the set amount of enemies in an area, and they let you approach this group of bad guys any way you want. You can go in stealthy, you can go in guns blazing with your shield up, you can go in super speed and just run up to them and slash them with your melee or punch them, whatever, and shoot. It's up to you, totally up to you, and I think that's really cool, so everybody who likes different styles of gameplay will have fun doing it, or if you mess up one way, you can do it a different way. So overall, the gameplay is definitely interesting in the single player, and especially the later on in the game, when the battles get chaotic and hectic, and it's nighttime, and these aliens are freaking shooting. It just feels like this epic war that you're in, and that you're trying to basically save any survivors that you can. So overall, the gameplay is exciting, fun, and fresh thanks to these nanosuit, powers. And for once, I will be covering the online. The online is actually a lot of fun. Similar to single player, they give you all these powers, and basically you use them online to any advantage you want. And the more you use these powers and the way you use them to kill people, you will upgrade those powers. So if you're more of a stealthy player, you'll upgrade your stealth a lot quicker, whereas if you're more of a shield guy, like I am, you'll upgrade that way faster. So there's different advantages online, and definitely brings a whole new gameplay feel. It doesn't feel like just whoever sees who first wins. No, whoever has the different perks and uses them correct will win. Of course, you'll have to pick the right loadout with guns and everything, but overall the powers give the multiplayer a whole different feel than what's out there at the moment. My problems are very, very few with Crysis. It's basically what I like in a shooter. It's quick, it's fast, it's fun, it puts enough new to make it different, but it doesn't try to make a whole different genre here. So overall, it really works. The only negative things I really honestly can think of is the few bugs and glitches I encounter, which I did encounter a few. Moments like audio glitches, or when the gun doesn't appear in my hand. Yes, I'm shooting, but my gun's not there, so I don't know where the fuck my target aim is. But besides those little things like glitches and bugs, it's really not that bad. It won't really hurt the overall enjoyment of the game. It definitely brings it down a bit, because you expect it to be as polished as the rest of the game. But besides those, if you're looking for a fresh, new shooter, I believe Crysis 2 will provide that for you in the gameplay section. What sets apart Crysis 2 from other shooters these days, and I personally think is a good thing, is that the single player is long. It's not too long where you're going to get bored, but they're giving you a Halo length single player. You're going to go into the single player with a good 8 hours to 10 hours, mattering how you play. You can even go more hours if you play it stealthy. To me, this is a great, great thing. Shooters nowadays are 3 freaking hours, and sure, it could be fun and impact, you know, if it does it right. I don't mind a short single player for shooters, but then once in a while I like to get a lengthy single player that's mostly interesting and fun throughout, and that's what Crysis 2 provides. So you're going to get a lengthy single player. On top of that, you're going to get a multiplayer that's actually built really well. It's fun to play. It has all the rank systems, it has an upgrade system. Overall, Crysis 2 provides the longevity that you want in a video game. Overall, to cut to the chase, Crysis 2 is one of those shooters that comes out, it tries something different, definitely provides, and it's a very well-made game. I was just hoping the story can match up to the rest of the game. Unfortunately, it didn't, but I can see past that for the fun that you get out of the game. And as you see, my enjoyment section is very high. I say anybody who's into shooters, or you're bored of shooters and want something new when shooting, try out Crysis. I think it provides enough new, and I'm hoping you'll enjoy it as much as I did.